Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Blue Ridge Raiders baseball. Joining us is Billy Marvin. Well, Billy, it's been a nice season. Hey, the regular season is in the books, and you guys had a nice week beating a team like Forest City, who's a quality opponent.
Oh, very quality opponent. Two real close ball games where the bounces just happened to go our way. Both games could have gone either way. It was nice to get the sweep this week.
Let's talk about this team this year in Single A, and again, it's anybody's district title to win, but I'm sure you're thinking, hey, we hope it's ours. And let's talk about your team as far as pitching this year. Tell us about, do you have more than one arm this year?
Jake Decker was down for a little bit for a few weeks, but yeah, we used three arms pretty good this year. All three arms throwing strikes, and we played pretty good defense for all of them.
And then take us through your infield. Talk about some of the defensive efforts that you've had this year.
Oh, Nick Folk at third base has done a nice job, and Evan Aldridge at first base has done a nice job. Derek Steno behind the plate when he's not pitching, maybe one of the top catchers in the league, in my opinion, defensively. So they do a nice job along with our outfield. We're pretty solid defensively.
And then how about your bats this year? Tell us about, do you have much of a long ball to the game there at Blue Ridge, or are you guys able to just get on base and then move guys along?
We're at the wrong field for the long ball. It's a major league ballpark fence up there, I think. But no, we not a lot of doubles. We pretty good single hitting team. I think 1 through 9. I was pleasantly surprised with the depth of it this year.
Billy, when you talk about the competition there in the Lackawanna League that you faced this year, tell us about some of the competition you had and the highs and the lows. And you guys come in with a winning record, but I'm sure a couple of teams up there, you guys beat each other up a little bit, and that could go a long way in those district playoffs.
Yeah, it could. Montrose, although they're a Double-A school, I believe they're undefeated in the league, but they played a lot of close ball games. Really, the league in general was very close, and as far as single A goes, it really is up for grabs.
Let's talk a little bit about your matchups here in single A in the playoffs, and it could be anybody. Who knows who you're going to face right off the bat, but take us through some of the teams that are in the playoffs. I think Susquehanna opted to be out, but there's still 6 other teams ready to go.
Yeah, they are. I'm not real familiar with MMI, but we still are unsure of seedings up here. But I know Forest City can beat us any day. They could definitely win this thing. And we could end up as a 1 seed playing the winner of Lackawanna Trail and Elk Lake, and we just lost to Elk Lake twice last week. So it's going to be good. It's going to make us play. Everybody's got a chance.
Billy, when you talk about the makeup of your team this year, tell us about what you think the theme is this year with this group of young men there at Blue Ridge.
They just they would like to win, but really we just had a goal to finish the season having a good time. We wanted to look back on it, smiles on our faces, and that really was their goal, and they talked about it a lot. And we'll see where it goes from here. Obviously, winning a championship was put a smile on a lot of faces, but I don't see or feel a lot of pressure. We're pretty happy with each other right now.
And you take us through the group. I mean, you got a couple of guys in each class, seniors, juniors, sophomores. You even have some freshmen on the roster. Does it seem like you have pretty good balance up and down from top to bottom?
Yeah, we actually only have 2 seniors, but they're 2 very valuable seniors. Pretty big junior class, and usually start 2 freshmen and really only 1 sophomore. We had a very small sophomore class, but yeah, a lot of depth. I had a very big freshman class, some good freshmen that are on the bench.
Billy, you talk about getting the job done in the league. What's it take in the single A playoffs to kind of make sure you guys, you said, hey, we lost a couple games to Elk Lake, come back, we beat Forest City twice. Is it just a matter of pitching matchups or a matter of, playing consistently? The weather hasn't been too cooperative for anybody right now.
No, it hasn't. Pitching matchups are always important, but I know enough of all the teams, including Old Forge, that there's 1 or 2 pitchers on every team that can beat you. I have I have a stud with Decker, and hopefully he'll be good and healthy and ready to go. And I know he can keep us in any ball game, but I know I've seen some of these other pitchers shut us down and shut other teams down too. But it makes for a good baseball game.
Well, always like to see a little competition out there, and I think we're in for it in all the playoff games. We'll be looking at some 3-2 and 5-4 games probably along the way. Well, Billy, we appreciate your time. Hey, best of luck in those Single A playoffs as they get underway next week.
Thank you, John. Hope to talk to you again soon. Thank you.
The Blue Ridge Red Raiders here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.